Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video there will be a little bit of everything because I'm going to show you selection of plants at two succulent markets that I have visited while I was here in Serbia, one in Novi Sad and the other one in Belgrade, capital of Serbia. Then I'm going to show you exciting new additions that I purchased for my collection here in Serbia, and after that I will actually go to my mom's and show you two of my plants that I forgot to give you update about because they were living at my mom's, and I will have to trim one significantly. And then I'm gonna share with you what I typically do before I leave, preparing my plants for my absence. So let's start. Here I am entering a succulent marketplace in Novi Sad, guys, and at the entrance there was a lot of hens and chicks, and they had such a beautiful variety of different ones. Look at all these colors and shapes. And then there were some big pots of echeverias and hawortias and a lot of cacti. I feel like this year, maybe you're gonna tell me what you think, but I feel like there was more selection of cacti in Novi Sad than succulents, than other succulents. So you're gonna see a lot of mammillarias and echinopsis and astrophytums and rubutias and just a lot of blooms in all of them. They looked really pretty. I didn't see a lot of crassulas this year actually. And look at this one. It looks like a mouse or a rat tail blooming. I haven't seen that one blooming before. These were like super good price. They were only $1, but great if you're starting collection because there were still some variety among them. And then these clusters were just adorable. There were some trigonas, red trigona, euphorbias, but the rest of the cacti here are just too cute. Here's some more cacti and sapelias and hawortias. And the only reason why I'm showing you this booth, because I don't like painted plants, is that they have these big pots full of lithops, baby lithops, for only $4. There was like 25 lithops in a pot. And then they had some really cute hawortias. They were $2. Some of them I think were a little bit stretched, but most of them were really good looking, especially the ones that are like this, or these ones, really nice. These pots, there was a booth with concrete pots. Look at how beautiful they are. And they were selling pots with these succulents from Paya Cactus, which is a seller that has the biggest selection of succulents every year. And look at how well they complement each other. There were different shapes of pots and different sizes, and they had some tropical plants in some of the pots. They just look stunning, really. Some more rustic looking concrete pots, some more smooth, and really pretty. And here is Paya Cactus, one of my favorite booths to check every year because of all these colors, guys. Look at this. Here is little Tom Stump crassula, and then blooming echeveria and moon cactus and pachyphytum and some more echeverias and crassulas. Little cacti. I mean, always there's so much color. So many blooms. So much selection here. I apologize for shadows. It was super sunny this day, and I just couldn't avoid it. Here's some bigger specimens that they always bring: Opuntias, Cylindropuntias, and then on the ground they will have a lot of extra pots: Graptopetalums, Sedums, Echeverias, Graptoverias. I mean, just look at these colors, guys. Just so beautiful. Look at the little cacti babies. And then look at these euphorbias mixed in with some more mature cursulas. And then they have this, I think it's called pickle plant, senecio, and it was preparing to bloom. I have never seen it blooming, but that was kind of cool to see. Paya was showing me. And I was kind of regretted not buying these euphorbias. I think this is a Nopla because my mom loves euphorbias and I think she would probably like one of these. And then Darly Sunshine, just so pretty. And these clusters, cacti. When I was editing this video and I saw this one, I'm like, why didn't I get it? A perfectly looking like a snowball with the pink blooms. It's just so cute. And then this another one. Oh my gosh, so many pretty ones. Elongata. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Mammillaria elongata. Here is some blooming mimicry plants. Really pretty. This seller here didn't have a lot of plants, but I love his selection. Because he has some really unique looking plants. Some of the grafted cacti, some of the euphorbias, the pallias. Look at this one, like really cool looking. Mammillarias. He had some variegated plants, and then he had some sets of 6 plants for $5. That's right here. It's a pretty good deal. Here is some more individual plants. They're smaller size. And again, a lot of blooming cacti. Looking really, really cute. And then this booth right now that I'm showing you, that's where I spend the most time. I talked to the seller for a while. Her name is same as mine, Maria, and she just brings only cacti, and she had so much selection of Rebutias. I don't think I ever seen so many Rebutias and so many Mammillarias and Echinopsis and a lot of Astrophytums. She actually had some of the more rare collectible cacti that were a little bit more expensive, but they're still much cheaper than what we can find them in the United States. I mean, just look at the selection. It was a joy to just see them and talk to her about them. She puts them in a dark place during the winter. And look at the rainbow cactus, guys. So pink, so beautiful. And then she doesn't water them really until she takes them out. So for months there's another Astrophytum mysterious, and then all these different little Astrophytums and Echinopsis, and just so many different ones. Peanut varieties. A lot of blooms, Mammillarias. Here I am at the Belgrade Succulent Marketplace, which actually has many other plants than just succulents. This first booth belongs to the seller Stevan Abramov, president of Cactus Society in Serbia. I always go first to his booth, and actually he was there whole time, so we talked a lot. He lost a lot of his baby plants that he prepares for sale last year, so I would assume this year he's going to have a little bit less selection. And he lost some really old specimens. There were some really unusual plants that I sowed this time, like this one here, this mammillaria, that I haven't seen actually before. So I was asking about it. He had lithops, split rock, green and purple one, a lot of hawortias, mammillarias, just different kind of echinopsis cacti, some beautiful blooming ributias. Look how cute they are. And then there were some really rare ones like this Strophytum mysterious hybrids, or Kabuto, and Euphorbia obesa. And then there were some euphorbias mixed in with cacti and hawortias. I really enjoy seeing them. I actually spotted this Euphorbia Suzanne that I still don't have in any of my collections. Cactus spiralis, really cool. And then next to him there was a lot of Hansen chicks, and there were some really cool arrangements. I can see now that they have done. I really thought that they're pretty. I actually didn't know, but I heard from Sevan that these are really hard to grow in Australia. Here are some echeverias, really big pots, I don't know, maybe 6-inch pots. Cacti, some ioniums, and this is the seller whose name is Lola. She's from Banatsko Novo Selo, and I always enjoy seeing what she has for sale, and I have purchased from her in the past some really nice healthy plants. She had Buddha's temple in the past, but you know, these sellers are actually selling every day, whole week, so the assortment of plants changes almost daily. So this is just the first day. Here is some baby's necklace, some cute sapelias with miniature red blooms, beautiful hawortias. Here is some more hawortias. Blooming ributias. String of pearls, puntias, and a lot of different astrophytums. These were $2. Great price. There were some really mature jade crassula plants, and then these were like only a little over $1. A mixture of all kinds of different succulents. They were really colorful. And then there were some a little bit bigger specimens of Stapelias, Echeverias. This is the same seller. And then this seller had some really rare plants. I have never seen Mondenium ritchie euphorbia for sale, like you can see it here. He had it, and then he had some astrophytums and cacti, lithops. And we actually met and talked. And then I most time I spent with this seller, Zina, and her mother. I used to purchase a lot of plants from her dad, and I found out when I was visiting that he died since the last time I was in Belgrade. It was really sad to hear. He always had such a wonderful selection of plants, but they continued to grow and sell them, and yeah, it was really exciting to see what they have. Zina has organized them so nicely for sale, as you can see, in rows. They have Succulent varieties, different kind of cacti. So here they are, guys. I'm gonna probably pick them up and show you close up each one, but I'm gonna first start with this one that I purchased from Zina and her mom. It was very dehydrated. It's now 36 hours in the rainwater. I don't have any plastic containers in the apartment, and it's easy for me to disinfect the pot. So, and I use for watering here rainwater, and actually it soaked, the rainwater was up to the level of the pot, so it soaked quite a bit of water. It was even more dehydrated. You can still see that it's a bit shrinked, but look at the bottom, how it's starting to get plumpy and green, and it does have variegation. It just didn't get enough water at the end of the winter. It just needed to be watered a little bit sooner, but I'm hoping it's gonna be okay. So that's, I think, the same one that my mom lost, so I'm hoping that this one will stay. I'm going to start with the purchases that I made in Novi Sad. So here it is, guys. Look at this beauty. Oh, I'm so excited about it. This is Astrophytum Asterius, I think, hybrid. Just beautiful. And much bigger than any that I had in the past. I got some baby ones at home in Michigan, but this one is a really nice size. Then I had to get this. How cool this color on the edges of this cactus is. I love the babies around it. It just looks so unique. And as these babies grow, when they get to be a good size, you can separate them and start a new one. And it has like a little bumps on the side of this green side. I don't know if you can see close up. Also on Succulent Market in Novi Sad, I got this one, which my mom lost. And it has, I think, tiny little yellow blooms, but I think that this specimen is so beautiful and has nice variegation and just nice shape. So I couldn't resist it. And they were a really great price, so. All right. So next two are just purchased at the marketplace here locally in my hometown, and they were just $1 plants, but I wanted to get them because my mom lost Stapelia orbea variegata, and she really enjoys those blooms a lot. So here it is. I think it's a great size for $1, and it has beautiful distressed color. And then I also got this cactus that has absolutely gorgeous blooms. And by the way, now I'm gonna show you blooms in the office of my friend across from this from my parents' house. And it's the same cactus, and just look at these blooms. So here are my purchases from Belgrade Succulent Market. I'm really excited about this weird thing. This is, I think, Echino, let me see. This is Echinocereus poselgian. I will put the exact name that I got as an ID, but it grows really tall, guys, and then it has wonderful blooms. I think that they're reddish color. You can actually separate these branches and start new ones. This is also more blooms coming up. They're really like fuzzy and white when they're preparing to bloom, and I thought it's such an unusual cactus that I think it's gonna be a nice addition for my collection here in Serbia. I have never seen anything like this before. Next one, I got Euphorbia monodanium ricci. My mom loves euphorbias, and I was actually kind of regretting not buying another euphorbia at Novi Sad Succulent Market because she really likes them. but here it is. This one as well has been very dehydrated. So you know, Monodanium Richie can get leaves, and this one didn't have any leaves. They were all dried up because it was a bit drier. And I think that all these babies that were growing, they also shrinked, and some of them almost dried up. When I pulled it out of the pot that I purchased in, it was actually a 1-inch plug, really tiny plug, so it didn't combine with the soil, it didn't spread the roots yet. So I am hoping it's gonna find home in this pot and start absorbing more water and plump up. Then this is another addition. I have actually never seen this mammillaria. So I bought it from Stevan, president of the Cactus Society in Serbia. And I thought it's just so unique looking. You know, it's preparing to have a lot of blooms. As you can see, these brown little dots. But these white dots that it has on top of its leaves, I think they're so unique. It looks so decorative. So, and this one, this is a cluster that has quite a bit of little, you know, new plants coming up, so that was a plus. I realized that here in Serbia, I don't have actually any aloes. And when I saw this aloe acellulata, I thought that that's going to be a wonderful addition and that my mom will really enjoy it. I have this one in Michigan, and when it grows, it creates a rosette, beautiful rosette, and during the summertime or fall, it can get this beautiful burgundy color, and kind of like it can have in the same time bluish and reddish and yellowish tones, and I think it's gonna look really great here. So I got that one. This one was a bit on a dehydrated side as well. I actually soaked it as well, and it plumped up a little bit, but I think it needs a little bit more water. So it is springtime here in Serbia, and for most growers, you know, they have started first time watering the plants in the last week or two, so plants are just getting out of the dormancy and getting the first drink. So this is still a healthy plant, it just needs some more plumping up. And look at this, guys. Oh, when I saw these, I had to get them. I also bought this from Stevan. I think he really didn't charge me much for this, probably should have charged me more. But these are Crasulas. He told me Columella, but to me it looks like Merchandi or some kind of hybrid. So anyway, I think they're adorable, tiny stacked up Crasulas, and I just had to get them. Look at them, so cute. So that's it for the new plants. Let's go now to my mom's. So guys, this is Crasula, baby's necklace that I gave to my sister-in-law, and it was only cuttings, but look at what a great job she did. But I wanted to show you something that's really unusual. Look at how she started getting a variegation on one of the branches. I have never seen this before. I thought it's just so unique, and it started kind of like from here. Yeah, really unique. Anyway, I don't know why that happens. Just wanted to quickly show you. So here is my Syngonium, guys, at my parents' house. You remember it was very big last year, and it actually wilted quite a bit because it was facing south whole year here at my parents' house, and I think it was too much light and maybe it got dehydrated a bit. So my plan is to take it back to the apartment, put it where there is not so much direct sunlight, and trim it quite a bit, because you see how leggy it is, and you know, looks kind of empty here, so it doesn't look very good. I told my mom before I came to take some cuttings, and she did. So these are about, I would say 2 to 3 weeks old cuttings. And as you can see, they have some roots, nice roots, but they did they were wilted to begin with a little bit, so they don't look the best. Maybe we can pick 1 or 2 for the pot. And then, yeah, here they have a lot of aloes. They use them in nutrition because they're so good for you. The gel inside you can actually eat. And so this is just some of their aloes. They have more outside. And here is my variegated jade, guys. So it grew quite a bit. My mom really loves it. I don't completely like the shape because I think it's a little bit too wide and stretched on some areas. So I think I wish that I can chop it a bit so it's more compact look. But I think she likes it, and I'm just gonna leave it here. And here is one of the propagations she did from the other type of crassula. So I brought the syngonium to my apartment, and I'm sorry that it's maybe going to be a little harder to see how I'm going to cut this because I don't have my cameraman with me. But basically, all these branches that lost leaves, by the way, this is so dry. My mom is really good watering, sometimes even over watering some succulents, but I think somehow she didn't give this syngonium enough water, and it just dried up from bottom to all the way up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these branches all the way because I really want it to start to grow from the base, and I'm gonna also water it really well before I leave. So yeah, that's the plan. You can see a lot of bare branches like this one here. This one is just way too long. Way too long. Yeah. Just gonna all be chopped. So this is not gonna look great right now when I'm done with it, but eventually it will be better. So I placed the syngonium in the same place where I had the Schefflera. Both of them are very thirsty. This one, the soil was so dry every 3 days. I was not used to watering plants so often, and it would just like have wilted leaves when I don't water it. This one looks a little sad, as you can see now. I just gave it a shower and watered it really well. I even gave it the fertilizer 20-20-20, which is what I use for all my plants. So with hope that it's going to look much better in a few months. One more thing that I'm going to do for all the succulents that are outside and inside is mix a neem oil, water and this detergent mixture, and soak the stapelias because they're the most prone to mealybugs, and water everybody before I leave. I checked everybody for mealybugs, and yeah, good to go. As always, thank you so much for watching my channel and commenting. I always love reading your comments, and thank you for checking out the selection of plants here in Serbia with me. So see you soon in the next video.